It's definitely not the best start in the world. We want to start Voltorb if at all possible. I'll have to see what my opponent's playing. Definitely a bit of lag here as well, which is frustrating. Okay, so Charizard again. Wow, what a surprise. Players trying to play a new deck. Challenge impossible. But at the very least, we'll be able to use Tandem Unit to find, I think, probably Voltorb and Rotom, to be honest. Have a quick look through the deck, see if we prized anything. Did prize a Voltorb, which is annoying. And we prized an Iono. I think I might have one in hand, though. Definitely prized some balls. And tool cards, maybe? Yeah, tool cards, I think. This isn't actually the worst hand in the world to work with, so we might have at least a chance, I think, of winning this one. So I'll go ahead and attach the scroll to... Yeah, I think we'll attach a scroll to Voltorb. And then I could Ultra Ball and discard a boss's orders and an Iono, but I might want to Iono next turn anyway, so I think I'll save that and I'll just use Rotom. So one problem that I've found with this deck right off the bat is that you can see that our start Pokemon are EX, designed to basically just help us get into the game. And the huge problem with them is they are not very tanky. Sorry. So they're not very tanky, they get KO'd easily, and like mid to late game, they're basically just two prize sitting ducks on the bench, which is a huge problem. I really wish Boss's Orders was not in the format for once, but okay, is that an NTV? I'm guessing that's NTV. It's not loading in. Yeah, it's NTV, okay. Yeah, so this might actually be the winning list from that regional recently. Opponent's going to... Yeah, okay, so that's smart. I really hoped they would just leave Charmander in the active spot there, but unfortunately they did not. So we've got to contend with the fact that NTV is going to be doing stuff for them, although they didn't use Basin, so it's not as if they can power it up in one turn and attack with it. And I think that was a Charmeleon, actually. Is that a Charmeleon? I didn't get to see because the game goes so fast in this animations. It's annoying. But yeah, they're just using fleet-footed. I don't know why people don't use sleeves either. It's really strange to me, but yeah, I haven't used... Well, the only time that I haven't used sleeves has been IRL because I forgot to bring sleeves for an event once. But okay, what do we get? Voltorb? Yeah, Voltorb's alright. I'd rather top deck another energy, actually. That would have been so much better. But we can actually KO Charmander, which is, I think, what I'm going to do here for sure. Oh, wait, can I KO Charmander? No, I can't, because I don't have the other energy. Oh, that sucks. Okay, that would have been almost perfect. I'm sorry. Be coughing and spluttering all day. We've got Ultra Ball to discard another Ultra Ball, I think. And am I going to have to research here? I think I'm going to have to use research because, in all honesty, I don't want to Iono them because they really don't have a lot going on in their hand right now. And I think I'm just going to get Snorlax. I think we can afford to play this game a little bit slower. I might regret saying that late game when my opponent has 3 Charizards on the board, but I'm going to try at least playing this a little bit slower. So I can actually go ahead and just get another Pokemon down. Get a Voltorb. And then do I want to research? I really want to see if I can just boss KO Charmeleon next turn if he doesn't have the rare candy. That would be really helpful. So, okay, this could backfire because I might not get an energy off Rotom or the top deck. But I'm just going to wait and see if I can pull that off. It obviously might not work. Okay, we don't get the energy. We do get a Tower of Darkness, which is quite nice. If I'd kept one of those tools, that would have been very helpful. But, pardon me, dealing with an evil cold. So there we go. There's Charmeleon. So as long as they don't have another Charmander, we're still in a really good position. Okay, never mind. So it was definitely worth it to just Iono them at that point and swing harder. But at least if we KO Charmeleon, it forces them to have the rare candy. So that's a bit of a bonus at least. They still don't have another energy though. Capturing Aroma. See what they get here. The thing is, if they get a Charizard off Roma, they could still have the red candy in hand, so it doesn't matter if they, if we knock out Charmeleon. Like, that's the only concern I have right now. Oh, so it's for basic, that's fine. So they are able to get another Entei into play. Also going to attach an energy. Yeah, we're also at the point where I basically just filled out my bench, so Entei is going to be a bit of a threat to my lower HPVs. But it does look like we at least have someone who doesn't want to concede and wants to play out a game for once, which on TCG Live, guys, is very rare these days. So I, for one, am very happy about that. But they only have a 2-card hand, so they're not up to much, really. Got Toolbox, which... In fact, if Toolbox can help us find another single strike tool, that'd be really good. Okay, just another pass. Really slow game for once. Actually get to play the game. So we draw another research, which is really annoying because basically means I actually can't get an energy off of this. So I basically held the hand for nothing, basically, which sucks. Going Toolbox. And okay. Oh, wait a minute. Inspect board. And then go back here. You may choose... Oh, I can take as many as I want. Oh, nice. Okay, I'll take all of them then. I hadn't realized Toolbox let you take that many. I thought it was just the one. Never mind. Anyway, we got Leftovers, which is cool. Pardon me. So, unfortunately, it does look like we will have to not hit into Entei, which is... Wait a minute. Is this only for Vs? I'm sorry, I'm just really lost with these cards these days. Yeah, this is only for Vs. Okay, that could have been disastrous, but yeah, we're going to use this to... let's not click Instant Charge. That would have also been terrible. Star Alchemy, that's the one we want. Search our deck for the most boring card ever, and you know which one it is. It is literally just going to be a basic energy, because I want to retreat this turn and boss KO Charmeleon. So, ultra boring turn. So what will happen next turn is my opponent will be able to respond and KO Electrode with Entei, which might be a bit of a problem, to be fair, but I don't think they'll be playing any single strike cards. They might be playing a like Bruno or something, but we'll have to see, I guess. Boss's orders for the Charmeleon. Want to knock out that guy first. If we can avoid it. We don't know what they have in their hand. They might have Charizard. I'm assuming they do because they took Charmeleon off the Ultra Ball earlier on. But so we might as well attach this, I think, because we're going to have to discard it anyway. So we need to discard at least 2 tool cards. 2 tool cards. It's a bit of a mouthful. So we want to discard Leftovers because we can get it back with Snorlax. And then we also want to discard, I think we know that this Electrode's getting KO'd anyway, so it makes sense to get rid of that one. And then I don't think we need to get rid of any more because, yeah, we're not going to be able to use like a Raihan combo next turn and attack with Rotom, so I don't think it matters too much which ones we discard. So there we go. Nice, efficient, 100 damage. Obviously, if that had been a Charizard, then we wouldn't have been able to get a 1-hit KO. We'd have to go for the 2-hit KO, which is a super annoying thing about this deck. This deck just does not have 1-hit KO potential against evolved EX Pokemon that have a lot of HP, which does suck. Although I do think we can actually 1-hit KO Entei. I'm very bad at maths here, but like, what can we do? 40, 80, 160, 200, 240, 260? Okay, potentially, yes. We can KO Entei. That's good. If we can respond KO Entei, that would be really, really nice, actually. But we don't have much going on in the hand. So they are going to boss's orders. That's super unfortunate. Yeah, Snorlax. Okay, that's really frustrating. We do have 2 copies of Switch in our deck. My opponent is going the I'm going to annoy you route. I would actually rather they just KO'd Snorlax. Okay, fair enough. That's frustrating. So my opponent's going to play a bit of a long game with this one. I guess worst case scenario, we just use Rotom Charge. And we do have a Super Rod in deck, so we don't need to worry about that. I'm just going to play out the hand, basically. Ultra Ball for an Electrode. Actually, I should probably check how many energy I have in play. So that's 80, 100. Could get leftovers back, discarded with Ultra Ball, and then research, I guess. Is that the play here? Voraciousness. I forgot to check how many switches were in deck. That was stupid, actually. Should have checked that. So that's a nice little combo that we can do. But it does mean that we're not using leftovers from the discard pile this turn. So we just Ultra Ball them away. And then we can get our other Electrode out of the deck. So the setup has gone really well, in part due to my opponent just not really getting up to much, but I'm not complaining. Most decks are super speedy, so go ahead and research. And we are kind of out of draw supporters as well. That's something else we need to be careful of. And I do get the XP share, which is nice. I will go ahead and use the Tower of Darkness. See if we can get a switch. No switch, which is unfortunate. But I'm going to attach a lightning energy here, question mark. I want to save XP share for Rotom. That would be really helpful, actually. So I think I'm going to, yeah, I'm going to just attach energy here and we'll be fine. So not getting a switch is actually super unfortunate, but we should be fine for another turn. The thing is, my opponent will then need to use boss's orders again to KO one of my other Pokemon, so they do actually need to track down something. The only problem is we did discard our other Snorlax, so if my opponent is able to KO this Snorlax, we're going to have a hard time recovering leftovers, but we do have Super Rod in the deck, so it's not as if it's impossible to get Snorlax back into the game. But we'll have to see what my opponent does. I also have to be careful I don't just deck out. Like, I've just realized I'm at 15 cards already, but we will see. We will see. Charmander, fleet-footed. This is very much just an Entei Zard build. I'm not even sure if this is the regional winning list or not, but I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen that list. Entei V. Can you do something? Just do anything? Can you do anything? Can you rare candy a Zard? Can you attach energy? I'm curious. I would have thought we'd have the energy at the very least. Because I've been doing this for long enough. See if my opponent does anything. Hopefully they do something. Please? Pretty please? You gonna play the game? My computer's heating up. It's getting bored. Come on. Do something. He didn't desync, did he? We're gonna face an AI or something. That would suck. That would just suck. Okay, just a pass. Great. That's great. And there's absolutely 0 point in accelerating energy, but do I even want to use Tower of Darkness? I don't think I do, but I do want to use Voraciousness just to get back another leftovers because, you know, I don't think there's anything wrong with just attaching these. I will put a... Will I put a Choice Belt down? Yes, I will put a Leftovers down. And I'll put... I guess I could put another one up here. Actually, no, we'll just save it. And I guess an energy down here. Doesn't seem like a bad play. Now, there might be a problem with just drawing in this game. Like, I might not find another switch. And if my opponent really is just trying to deck me out, then this is going to be a really funny game. Because I'll probably, knowing my luck, I'll not find a switch for the rest of the game. It'll be like the last 2 cards, and I'll just deck out and lose. But hopefully that doesn't happen. Because that would be, well, it'd just be a boring game to watch. Just be boring. But yeah, no Scoop Up Net in Standard, so can't retrieve Snorlax. It's annoying, but no Floatstone either. I really thought they would reprint something like Floatstone, but just didn't happen. Instead, we got like a Floatstone, but exclusively for future Pokemon, which is just going to make them exclusively broken, which is frustrating, but yeah, this is a bit of a problem actually, 14 cards. Maybe I shouldn't have been so aggressive on the researchers earlier on in the game. I've got a switch? Where are you going? Like, what are you doing? I don't understand. It's another fleet-footed. I think they're just digging for Rare Candy Charizard. I think that has to be it. A Shauna. It's interesting. Okay, now you have the Rare Candy Charizard. Nope, you have a Stadium though. Stadium's good. A Stadium will help us a little bit. I don't think the damage matters too much, but it will help them a little bit. So I think they do have the Rare Candy in hand. And that is a Tails, so I'm pretty sure that's for the evolution Pokemon, right? Nope, just another basic. They get a Torkoal. Of course they do. Yep, we're going to lose to Torkoal. That's how this game's going to go. I'm not going to find Switch, and I'm going to lose a Torkoal. I really hope they just attacked and killed Snorlax. I just want them to actually play the game. I don't want to lose to stall out strategies. It's just so boring. It's a real waste of time as well. Like, I don't have a lot of time in my life. What do I want to do? Do I even want to play this? I mean, I have at least one Iono left, right? Yeah. So I have one Iono left. If it's in the prizes, that's definitely going to be a pain. But I don't think I need to attach energy. I'm just going to instant charge. There's Iono. So we can play Iono next turn. It will give my opponent a bit of an advantage, unfortunately, but I don't think I have much of a choice because I really need to find Switch. And if there's no Switches in deck, then basically I don't know what to do at that point. I think I just lose. If I've prized both my Switches, I think I just lose because feasibly there's no way I can get Snorlax out of the active. I could start attaching to it, but as soon as I put more than one energy on this guy, they're just going to KO it and it's going to be a waste. But if that's really what I have to do to just play the game again, okay, he's just going for it, I think. Jock. So he probably does have rare candies. Charmeleon, Charles. Maybe he doesn't play rare candy. Like, what is this? Do you not play rare candy? I don't understand. Rare candy's a free card as well. I'm pretty sure it is. Charmeleon. It's a Charmelon down. Got two other Charmanders. Okay, so he is actually going to start attacking, which is good. We kind of need to save this Rotom for the big burst move. So what we can do is not set up a fourth Electrode because we kind of know that my opponent will just like start boss killing stuff. They are deliberately slow playing though, which is really annoying. Like, you don't have to slow play to pick prizes. So yeah, they are deliberately slow playing. I don't know if they're trying to time us out into a draw or something, but it's just really annoying. 10 cards in deck. We will have to be very careful though that we don't deck out. So my opponent, yeah, deliberately dragging the game out, which is super unfortunate. I will go ahead and use this Electrode, I think. Yeah, I don't think it matters which Electrode I actually use, but... So, Scrap Shot requires 1 energy, which is fine. Another EXP share. So I think we just put an energy... I mean, there is a world where I KO Entei with a Miraidon, actually, but I don't think it's that important to do right now. So 40, 80, 160. So I need one more tool in play at least. So we'll put you on. So that's 200, 220. I'm actually 10 short. So I do actually need to bench another. Okay, I think this is what I'm going to do. Will Miraidon? No, we'll not Miraidon. We'll use Rotom. Put an energy on Rotom. I could split the energy up. Use XP share actually. Maybe that was a better choice. So there was 2 Switch in deck. Okay, that's good. So we can Super Rod. We also need to Super Rod to make sure we don't even deck out. We probably won't be getting more than 4 attackers off in the game anyway, so I don't think it matters to save this for Electrodes. But I will get both Snorlax back, just so I don't deck out. And then what we can do is Nest Ball for a Snorlax. Still got to be very careful we don't deck out, but we do have Iono, which should definitely help us. So hopefully this is not a over KO, but I'm pretty sure we have to discard all of them in order to do this. So if I'm doing too much, then that's a bit unfortunate, but 40, and then, okay, hate the X thing. 40, that's 80. 120. And then that's 160. And then that's 200. And then this is 240. So we would have actually been 10 short if we didn't discard all the tools, which is frustrating to say the least. But we'll go ahead and take this KO. Whether or not we have enough tools to even KO the last Pokemon, we'll worry about that later, I think. We'll just worry about that later. Okay, we got another Voltorb. That's cool, I guess. Rotom V. Is Rotom V even doing enough damage to KO a Charizard? 40 plus. So it's 40 base, which, yeah, I'm going to have to do some math here very quickly. 40, 80, 120, 160, 200, 240, 280. Not quite. We're doing 280 with 2 leftovers in the discard pile. Yeah, that's not good. 280, not enough. It's a problem. We'll also got a bit of a problem if he tries to attack with Torkoal. At least, however, if we KO an Entei or a Zard, we can boss KO for the last prize card. That's our saving grace here. Okay, what on earth? So not the Charizard that I thought he'd go with, because, well, he still wanted to KO's my stuff, but he needs a lot of energy to KO Rotom and Miraidon, so at least we have that going for us. Yeah, this is interesting, because Entei will... Okay, so he has the Rare Candy anyway, doesn't matter. We will be in a serious amount of trouble if he can KO our Rotom V here, because we really need Rotom V to KO Zard. And if we can't KO Zard, then we're in a bit of a rough spot, but it just depends. I think he's letting me KO Entei so we can then boss KO something with Zard. I think that's his plan. Which, if it is his plan, then we are in big trouble. So, that's how busted Charizard is. He's just Rare Candy that one. Now it's got all this energy in play. So, yeah. This is a bit of a problem, because we can't remove both of these threats with the with Rotom. So I think we might have to go the boss KO route. And we do have to use all our tools again, which is super annoying. So I'll use the Snorlax thing to get the stuff back. And my opponent is on 4 prize cards. So there is actually a world where we could attack with another Voltorb. So I think it is worth actually benching this one. And I really don't like the idea of them having more energy acceleration. Even if it makes our math actually a bit better, I'd rather they didn't have the extra acceleration for stuff like Torkoal, which could really prove to be annoying. So we're going to use Voraciousness. It'd actually be a miracle if we win this, by the way, but we'll see. We've got 2 leftovers because we just need so many resources, basically, to win. Leftovers. Wait, is there a boss in deck? Because that could have been a thing, is we just play out the hand and... Well, no, because we can't get rid of all our tools, so that's not an option. EXP share, I guess, can go down here. Put 1 on Miraidon. I kind of have to play Orbital. What's happening? Okay, I think it was glitched out a second there. Play Choice Band down. Play down Leftovers again. and an EXP share. Because we can only recover 2 leftovers, so we might as well... Oh, I have to play them all anyway, I think. Doesn't matter. Does not matter. I think there's probably some better plays I could have made here with attaching the right tools where, but I do just think we have to kind of go for it at this point. And if we come up short, then that's obviously a pain. If my opponent has like an Iono or something, that's obviously a big weakness in this deck. It doesn't have like an actual draw engine. So that's another huge problem, but we'll discard that one. Always discard the one attached to Electrode, by the way, because your opponent's most likely going to be able to KO it. Also, it's not like super complicated that I'm doing these in the wrong order because I have to discard them all anyway. Wait, do I? Am I doing enough with 5? 40, 80, 120, 160, 200, 220. Wait, that's enough, I think. Please be enough. If you're not enough, I don't have words. Okay, that was enough. Okay, I got really scared there for a second. I was like, please don't joke this. But no, it's fine. So we do get to conserve at least one tool card, which is a big deal. Boss, that's great. We got boss's orders. Okay, this is huge. So I think we are actually in a position to win this next turn if my opponent doesn't disrupt. If my opponent can't get rid of this hand, then... yeah, I think we're in a good position. We're in a really good position. My mood has suddenly perked up quite a bit. Doesn't matter. Okay, it doesn't matter. It's admittedly a very big loss because we won't be able to KO Zard. But because they played boss and not an Iono, we're actually in a great position. If they'd used Iono instead or something, then that would have actually been a bit better for them, but it doesn't matter either way because we were able to win the game. So, yeah, got very lucky there. I'm surprised we didn't deck out. I got very nervous there when I realized we were like 15 cards down, but yeah, just FYI, I will leave the list for this in the description, but I'll change it to base rarities so it doesn't look all weird and stuff because I'm aware that Ptcg Live just incorporates the base rarities, which is super unfortunate. But yeah, pretty close game there because my opponent was, they're down to 2 prize cards, so if they had a third boss, they could KO my Miraidon, but got very lucky there. Please, with the lag, this is awful. Thank you. And then we can just go ahead and use boss's orders. And that is game. Leftovers for the win. Snorlax combo. Works out pretty well in the end. So yeah, it's unfortunate we're not against like a more competitive deck. I know people are going to start complaining in the comments saying like, oh, you didn't beat Lost Zone with this deck, therefore it's terrible. It's like, man, I'm just trying to play something different. I'm just so sick of playing the same and like losing to the same decks and playing against the same decks. It's just really annoying. Also, can I click that? Oh, I can. I didn't know that. And then done, bonk, KO. But yeah, I think this has been a good game to showcase the power of Electrode. You can like shift between high damage and low damage while also having decent KO abilities. But yeah, been a good game. Also, if we didn't get boss off those prizes, then I think we might have actually lost. But yeah, nice to see how it went. But yes, it's been our power. And yeah, thank you for watching.